Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Let's see what hot gossip Spirit has for us today. This is a Gilded Tarot. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines, highest messages, and a little bit of humor for the High Priestess Collective, baby. Okay, show me Pisces energy, please. Hot and fresh out the kitchen. What? Six of Pentacles. Okay, let's just look at this artwork here. You are the person holding the scales, and each of the scales holds an Ace of Pentacles. So you technically have two Pentacles, and there are these hands coming up. Are you tossing aces out at people? Two people, four people? I've never really looked at this card, but it looks like the aces are being like they're weighed and then they get tossed out to these people. Show me those aces. Wow, show me those aces. Please hit the like button for that because that's so crazy when that happens, please. Thank you so much for your service. Ace of Swords. So those pentacles are actually, okay, got it. You know, Chiron is going into retrograde on the 31st. So check your Chiron. Consider it like reviewing the wounded energy that we hold. Mine's Gemini, so it has to do with speaking and expressing my thoughts clearly and not having moderating my words, you know? Six of Pentacles, it looks like this person is weighing these Ace of Pentacles and then tosses them out to these people. Okay, they're weighing them so that it's fair. They're weighing them so that it's fair. And then these people hold their hands out as you toss them over. But you're not so much focused on the process of as they get tossed out and whose hands they land in. You are more focused on the fairness of the process, the weighing of, this is when parents or aunties and uncles and grandparents are mindful of special treatment, making sure all of the children feel included, making sure all of the students in your classroom feel included, making sure there's inclusivity here, but it's really based in fairness. Now I said, show me the aces, and you know what Spirit said? Sure, girlfriend, I'll throw you a fucking ace. So what's weird is the Ace of Pentacles, that's earth energy, but the Ace of Swords, when I said clarify those aces, each of these, they threw me a sword. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is words, it's thoughts, it's contracts, it's agreements, it's compliments. I think this is you in the role of you are the giver, but this feels very divine because aces are from the divine. The aces are from the universe, but it looks like you are being used as the vessel for these aces to be delivered. Perhaps it's through your words, your contracts, your services, your offerings, especially if you have unique perspectives or thought processes around fairness, balance, justice. And it's people are reaching out for these aces that you are carefully measuring and tossing out. What's fascinating about this is that the scales in this Six of Pentacles, this is an earth card, but the scales are the biggest card that we see scales on is what? I know you know it. Yes. Justice, which is actually air energy. It's sword energy. So this is an interesting bridge here. I'm going to interpret this as something that you are weighing, measuring, balancing, and then divvying out in the 3D to people who are willing to catch it, wanting to have it, in need of it. You're divvying it out in the 3D, but I think it's your words or your thoughts. There's purity. I think the words here that you divvy out purify something. And the swords liberate from illusion. Swords bring us closer to truth. The chain of command of the sword cards starts at the ace, but it ends at the justice. That's the highest sword card. If you think about the traditional Rider-Waite, some of you, I know you can picture this. The justice holds the scales in one hand and the sword in the other, baby. Motorcycles running by. What is this movement? This feels like the divine is using you. That's nice. That's fun. Woo! Temperance. Your thoughts and words are healing. What does this say? I think it's French. Abon, D-R-O-I-T. Hey, Google. What does the word D-R-O-I-T translate to in English?
I don't speak that language yet.
How do you not speak that language? Okay, it's a good something. Drop it in the comments if you got that for me. Or the live chat. Damn. I'm trying to see if I can recognize a Latin root. But I don't. Maybe a good word, a good thought. Okay, focus. The chains broke here. The chains broke here. There's something that you are offering out through your words, through your thoughts, through your perspective that breaks the chain. Stevie Nicks, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. The universe is using you. Yes, Page of Cups. There's an innocence to your energy. You might not know that you're doing this. This is very sweet, guys. This is very sweet. There's transformation energy here if butterflies hold significance. There's seahorse energy here if seahorses hold significance. What's interesting about seahorses is the male seahorses birth the babies. So gender role swapping might be of significance to, I know that's specific, so just to a specific crew here. The Page of Cups is a new journey of hope. Oh, so it's, did I say this recently? What you're divvying out in the 3D, it looks like words that are charged with, I'm going to say enlightenment. And I was watching a Bashar video recently. Shout out High Priestess Molly who put me on to Bashar. Thank you so much for your service. And Bashar was saying, it is none of your business what people do with the wisdom you bestow upon them. Share the wisdom and keep it, basically share the wisdom and keep it moving. I don't think he said keep it moving. You know, I'm throwing my Long Island on it. But that's something here too, of like, this person is not paying attention to like what happens after. This person's job is collect the ace, weigh them, make sure that they're balanced, toss them out. Do it again, repeat. Like, he is not looking at where it's landing, who's grabbing it, what they're doing with it. Is this a permission slip for the leaders here to keep doing what you're doing in regards to your words, your perspective, your thoughts? Keep doing it. You are breaking chains. I think truly around illusion or around truths that people have not been exposed to yet. Something like that. Page of Cups. And this is like twofold. This is your energy, Pisces. So there's an innocence here. I think the innocence is like either not fully, I don't want to say not believing, but maybe you don't realize the impact. This happens to me with certain high priestesses. Like, some of you will DM me, message me in different ways, and you'll say something to me or comment below. You'll say something and you're sharing with me because you feel called to share with me, right? And you don't realize that the thing that you're sharing is hitting me in the exact right fucking time. And it's in the exact right words and the exact right angel number and the exact right symbolism. And it blows my mind because it happens so often, especially when I am pivoting. And I think that's what this is there's like this pure innocence in the sharing and the speaking In the pages are communicators, they're messengers. But if you think about the pages, they're also children, they're also students. So they don't understand the full complexity of the messages that they're delivering. They're delivering messages from kings and queens. They don't understand the complexity of the message. It's not their job. Their job is to simply deliver it. I think your job is to simply deliver it. If you're on the fence about delivering your words in a way, on a platform in a way, this is Spirit being like, you have the process and you have the purity of the words and you have the innocence. Relieve yourself of the pressure of who's going to catch it, where's it going to fall, and who's going to do what with it. It's none of our business, according to Bashar. Shout out Bashar. We love you, babe. This is a cool message. Show me that Page of Cups energy. Nine of Cups. Get out of here. Do you hear the weed whacker? I think this reading is supposed to clear the weeds of doubt out. This reading is supposed to clear the weeds of your doubt out. You know what I'm saying? Page of Cups clarified by Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is like twofold. This is emotional fulfillment. This is like wish fulfillment. So if you are on a track to share your measured and balanced wisdom. Oh my God, I just got a wave of... That was too fast. I can't. That was too fast. Oh my God, now I'm gonna... Holistic healers, like the spectrum, the gamut of them. Holistic healers, coaches and mentors, stats, data, Excel, like there's so many careers flowing through here where like you are this person. Keep doing what you're doing. It's measured, it's working, it's tangible, it's breaking chains. You don't have to, this is like, you don't have to worry about what happens after. You don't have to worry about the results if it's like making the impact. This is Spirit saying, trust that it's making the impact. The Nine of Cups is, this is also, this process is meant to make you feel fulfilled on top of other people receiving the emotional validation, fulfillment, or truth that they need in that moment. 9 cups plus a Page of Cups, that's 10 cups. This may be for, if you're from a lineage where silencing truth was a common practice or is a common practice. This is also freeing up that wound in the line. You know, that's the undercurrent here. If your Chiron is in an air sign, this is like 1000% extra for you, baby. 1000% extra for you. Queen of Swords at the bottom. Come on. Come on. A little more on this Nine of Cups. How is this a wish fulfillment? I'm feeling like maybe it's career path, or it's just like the fulfillment of the soul. Of like, I was intuitively led to measure, hand out, balance, hand out, speak, teach. This is even like contracts that allow things to be more balanced and fair. Somehow, contracts, you know, this is managerial energy of like making sure my people are provided for. This is really like the infiltration of higher levels of consciousness within the matrix. This is really, really, really beautiful. I really love this. Some of you are a teacher here. There's a Page of Cups as like you are, what do they call that? Apprentice. There's an apprenticeship here. And I don't know why this matters, but there's an apprenticeship that's actually gonna go all the way, and it's because of you. And I don't know if you'll actually be around because there's an age difference here already. All right, wow, crazy. Hi, hello, Ace of Pentacles, smash the love button. What is happening? Nuck if you buck, baby. The buck stops here. Okay, so there's also accountability associated with this. There's something around like full ownership of accountability embodied in you. This higher level of integrity, it's higher consciousness in like everyday scenarios, everyday work environments that's teaching someone else or maybe a small group of people that this is the new way. This is new earth, baby. This is the new way. None of this like corrupt bullshit. Ace of Pentacles. What was the question I asked? I don't even know. Show me the Nine of Cups. What is the Nine of Cups wish fulfillment? It's Ace of Pentacles. You're coming up as buck Oh my God, not Uncle Buck. Shout out John Candy, Macaulay Culkin. We also love you guys, but this is Buck Spirit. You might want to look up Buck Animal Totem. There's something here, and I think we have did we just have a full Buck moon? I believe. I focus a little bit more on the astrology than the, you know, American made names of the moons. Oh my God, and the Emperor. This is a boss. This reading is for a boss. You might just be an energetic boss, but it doesn't look like it. This looks like there's a distinguished energy, at least in experience. I don't know that this is an age thing, but there's an experience here. And this Ace of Pentacles is a wish fulfillment for you. I think it's like a sneaky wish fulfillment. This thing comes in a little sneaky because there's this like sneaky little mouse here. We got a sneaky little Neptune popping up over here. This Ace of Pentacles, show me where this is going. Okay, it is higher levels of consciousness that brought this in because we have the mycelium network at the bottom right-hand corner. So there's also an energy of migration. What does that mean? This is the second time migration is coming up. Migration is movement based on the change in the ecosystem, based on the change in what is available, what's not available. It's like mushrooms travel by, they communicate with each other in the same way that we do in terms of electrons. But what they'll do is they'll communicate when it's time to leave a certain area and move towards another area. It's like they know when their job is done. And they also know when a new job is starting. What am I saying? Is this thing on? Wow, we didn't even meow. Thank you. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. This looks like... I love you so much and everyone loves you. It's so hard to read like this, though. It's so hard to read like this. Hit the love button for Neptune. Really challenging me. This may be the end to one way of working and the beginning of a new way of working. That is cause for celebration. This actually looks like there's 2 celebrations and a union. Actually, there's an ace in this one too. You see how she embarrasses me? I know. You love her. I do too. The birds are popping off, so now she's like... Okay, show me this Ace of Pentacles. Emperor, boss energy. Is this a promotion, elevation? Show me the Ace of Pentacles, Buck energy. That came out funny. Oh my God, I know this card. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, Tarot Academy. Ready? It's an investment over time. It's like this Nona here, she grew this tree, right? She planted the seed. Or maybe, you know, maybe her Nona planted the seed for the tree, but she nurtured it. And now there's this return on investment because of the nurturing of the tree, the taking care of the garden. And her basket is empty, so she can collect those seeds, right? If we read the reversal of this, it would be like this tree has come to its final growth spot. And if we think about the opposite of the basket analogy, this would be like the basket's full. I feel like there's an end to one way of working or an end to some sort of, it comes after the 6. There's an end to one way of growing or working. So that means that a new one is here. That's this ace, which makes 8. And 8 of Pentacles is a working card. It's also the Master of the Craft card. If you've specifically been working in a field where your words, communications, contracts, perspectives, way in which you are ensuring that there is balance, reciprocity, justice in some situation, training, teaching, or the foundations of like, what is it called? The foundations of something. This looks like you are doing a great job, and it might also be coming to an end because there's like a new thing here. Show me the new thing. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God, what's happening? And now the mushrooms have moved to the left side, the feminine side. The mushrooms were on the right side in the Ace of Pentacles, and now the mushrooms are on the left side in the Empress card. There is movement here. This actually might be a transition of like being the one that's doing to being the one that's overseeing, being the one that's the creative aspect. This is also mother energy. So for those of you who are moms, we love moms in this house. Shout out to the moms. This is like, you've done a great job of it. Oh my God, I love this kind of reading. You've done a beautiful fucking job, mom, of, oh, not me getting choked up. Hold on. Sorry. You have done a beautiful job of instilling this strong foundation through words and thoughts and mindsets in this beautiful baby. And it looks like that period, especially if they're between the ages of 7 and 14, there's like a lot of mental transitions that happen between that. But birth to age 7, basically, we're just receiving coding, you know? And then from 7 to 10 is another type of coding. And then 10 to 14, 10 to 15 is another set. Especially if you have 7-year-olds, guys, 6 and 7-year-olds here. You've done a great job up to this point. This is we're in a new era. Now they're like extra watching your beingness. Not that they weren't watching, but it's different. There's like a different energy here. This is like what they need. They're watching to receive, but here is like they're just watching. There's observation here. So if this is for the mamas, you're doing a beautiful job. Hardest job in the world and most underappreciated job in the world. Oh my God, for the moms, for real. 6 of Cups. Look at these babies. They're not even babies anymore. They're butterflies in the garden. I can't even handle. And one of them's got a frog. Not me stuttering over the frog, sorry. Okay. If this is not a maternal, sitch, there's an elevation from a doing energy to a creation energy. An elevation from a doing and a modeling energy to a... What is this? This is an elevation of creation. This could also be the thing that you've built foundationally. You're going to the next level of it. I've used this analogy because the house across the street, I watched them build it. I've never had the luxury of watching a house being built. From literally, it was a lot. It was a field of nothing, grass and bunnies. This looks like a foundation has been built and there's celebration to be had. And now that the foundation is built, it's like, okay, now we put the beams up and the floors down, Or maybe you're past the beams and the floors and maybe the walls have gone up and the doors have gone in and the electricity is wired and the plumbing is done and now it's time to be in it. There's some sort of elevation of like the time it has taken to create this foundational level or whatever next level this is. Show me the Empress energy. It's Taurus, so it's related to legacy. So whatever this is in regards to, it's legacy building, it's long-term something. It's not as much of a day-to-day thing, though what you are doing day-to-day absolutely fucking matters and you're doing a great job at it. This is more so like, hey, this is actually a long-term gig, creation, business, job. I'm thinking about like mother energy, that's the longest gig. It never ends. Even if you believe in soul contracts, sometimes some spiritual practitioners believe that our children, not me saying our children, like I have children, just the fur kind, but like they believe that our children choose us as parents. And there's like a soul contract there. So even with being a mother in this lifetime and your job is to take care of these children, there's actually something happening where like you are learning or healing or something through them. They chose you for a reason. And I think that actually translates to whatever this long lasting legacy is like you were chosen to do this work. Maybe thinking this was the calling, this was the purpose. Yes, Page of Cups. Very innocent here. You were supposed to believe this was the calling, this was the purpose. And now that there's like a time's up energy here, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, like perfect, enough. That's enough here. There's an elevation from Page of Cups to Empress. What is that quantum leap? That's beyond. That's beyond. And the recognition or realization here of, oh, I thought that this work was my purpose, but now I'm seeing something so much higher about being or beings, about creation, about the universe, about what it means to birth, what it means to nurture, what it means to create something with intention that kind of never ends. There's 2 circular symbols here where it's like, these never end. These rings never end. The traveling through the zodiac signs, it never ends. You're a Pisces, so you've come to the end of the road, boys to men, for now. But when you reincarnate, you don't know. You might end up back at Aries, you might not. You might be smack in the middle. We don't know. There is no linear rhyme or reason, right? But this is the card of like, I'm aware of it, and it's integrated. There's no like, holy shit moment. You know, when you come into these like spiritual awakenings and these moments of enlightenment where you come across new information and your brain kind of melts, there's like short circuit energy, you know, like Johnny 5. The Empress is like, I already moved through that. I'm embodied in this. Show me the Empress energy. I think there's something significant from your childhood that is just healed from this building of a foundation, through your words, through your thoughts, through teaching, through instilling on others. There's an inner child healing that happened, but I don't know that like that was the main goal. It looks like the main goal was like to just do this. Empress being clarified by 5 of Wands. Yeah, like you were just in training. This was training. This was training. But this is like really who you are. This kind of feels like when you go through an awakening where a level or a layer of naivete dissolves and you're like, holy shit, I was really naive on that one. It's okay. It's like, I think they needed you naive so that you would do this innocently, pure. There's pure intention here. There's pure energy here. Show me the 5 of Wands at training. Okay, you came out funny. So I'll read it sideways. 8 of Wands, there's a sunrise or a sunset. 8 of Wands is trajectory up. Oh yeah, up. It's to move you up. 10 of Wands. Oh my God, a chapter is closing, a burden is over. I don't even know that this was a burden. I think that this was a spiritual cycle that you needed to move through fully through intuition. Oh shit. Fully through intuition. Damn. I was just talking about this to another high priestess. See that crescent moon? This spiritual cycle that you just completed, you were operating in the 3D based on, this feels like solely going off intuitive signs and nudges. And you've completed it, and now there's an elevation. The training has like catapulted you or is catapulting you. And this particular chapter is closing. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Wands. To me, that's the same thing. The work, the sentence is, the work is done here. The work is done here. Show me what's next then. Justice! Oh my God, I have goosebumps on up my sweaty back. Smash the love button. That's crazy, guys. Guys, oh my God, if you read cards, you know what I'm talking about. It's so nuts when that happens. Okay. Okay, focus. Justice. Those are the scales. Oh, they're gold. Now that you're gone, all that's left is a band of gold. I know I'm not Mariah. Relax, Jordan, in the comments. Okay. Golden. It's enlightenment. Spirit wants you to reflect on the fact that you are following an intuitive nudge to do this work in 3D in real time, going solely off your spirit, your emotions, your intuition from a very pure place. Because I think that's the wow factor. I think that the cycle being closed now on this, Spirit's like, now I need you to sit down and accept the fact that that was your higher self. And that's mind-blowing. She's blindfolded here. She's draped in gold. She has the yin and the yang in the middle of the sun, also gold. So it's being able to see the light through the dark. You are the light in the dark, you already know. For the moms, especially if there's divorce energy here, you know? Spirit has been using you as a vessel for justice and balance and truth. Now the scales are empty and gold. There's room for something new. So this is what's coming next. See how your mind's going to blow. Your mind is going to blow when I just show you what I just saw. Are you ready? Look at the floor in the Page of Cups. You see that pattern? It's like a goldish hue of checker with red tiles, right? Page, beginning, student. It's the start of something. Very innocent, very naive. They're delivering the messages. They don't understand the complexity of what they're delivering. They're just going off their intuition. They're going off their emotion. They're going off hope from a pure place. This feels like Divine Daddy, Sky Daddy, specifically a masculine energy of your ancestral line or something, has been assisting you or protecting you or taking care of you in this process. Ready? Look at the floor. It's all red and white tiles now. So where it was like sporadic tiles, now it's all red and white tiles. You are being elevated in this next chapter. This is like moving to the big games. This is welcome to the winner circle. This is the next elevation up. So where you were a page in day-to-day free will energy, you've now elevated as this Empress, and you're playing on a much more complex playing board. Let's get a little more clarity on this Justice. That's also 11. 11 is the Master Manifestor. The Empress technically manifests the reality she desires, and it's through her being. It's not through her doing. It's through her vibe, just like the Queen of Wands. Okay, before we pull, 10 of Cups at the bottom. There we go. We are heading in the right direction, baby. Show me Justice, this next chapter for Pisces. Ooh, this is crazy. Four of Pentacles, Justice, Four of Pentacles. You're back at the Pentacles. There's something you're good at here. There's something you're good at. Oh no. Show me the Four of Pentacles. Something you're good at. Balancing them, but now you're just holding them. Show me the Four of Pentacles. Please be so clear. Okay, please be clear. Four of Pentacles. The Devil, Five of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Justice. Next chapter. I think this is in your next chapter. As the Empress with this Justice energy, kind of like, this feels like you're immersed in this Justice energy. Your mission is essentially preserving safety and stability. That's a 4. At all costs. That's a 5 of Swords. In the face of, what is the Devil? You know? In the face of fear? This kind of feels like you're advocating for other people. What's the bottom? The Fool. Well, there's the Zodiac wheel again. What's the Devil? What's the Devil? Preserving safety and security at all costs. The Devil is 4 of Cups. The mushrooms are back. Show me one more with that 4, because that looks like an ace. Another ace. 4 of Cups. 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. This feels like advocacy for students, beginners, novice level, children who have experienced. This kind of looks like abandonment. This 4 of Cups is giving me abandonment, and that has to be intuitive because I don't really know why I'm getting that. But it's this kid is alone and they're making do, and then the divine comes in with an Ace of Cups, and to me that feels very parental loving. 10 of Swords is wounded, you know, it's woundedness, it's pain from the past. Page of Pentacles. So this 4 of Cups person essentially transitions into this Page of Pentacles. This is the Devil. 4 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. This looks like there's an energy of healing, abandonment, and allowing that. Maybe this is twofold. Your healing of abandonment and also this like nurturing energy that's infused in like the words and the things that you toss out into the universe through your work, that allows people to feel the healing of abandonment, higher levels of consciousness of love. And they go from maybe a little bit recluse energy because of this 10 of Swords to now they're messengers of good news. They're holding this like golden pentacle, and now they've got peacock energy, not afraid to be seen. Yeah, recluse. And now this person's not afraid to be seen. This is an interesting cycle shift. So it also means that the people that you are training, signing contracts with, or teaching, the type of person that you are servicing in this Empress Justice energy is changing to, they were faceless before, just hands, you know? There was the Page of Cups though. But there's like an elevation of the people, the students, the children, the collective, you know? This also feels complex. So the Page of Cups is changed to the Page of Pentacles. Moving from emotionally, being this like emotionally sound, stable energy, or providing emotion in some way that's like through healing words, contracts, practices, could also be like listening. Now it's shifted from Cups, which is emotion, to Pentacles. Now that's like physical energy. Show me that. What am I picking up on with the Page of Pentacles? That physical healing. Hangman, surrendering. Wow, and the Hermit. That's a guide. That's a spirit guide. So this Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio out here too, you know, for these like pages, either children or students or mentors, or the energy of the season that you're doing this work in. Hangman is surrendering, but it is in the surrendering that there's like surrendering of what they have. Like the coins are falling out of the pockets in this Hangman. So there's a surrendering of what they have in order to become the wiser. So I think the surrendering of what they have is actually surrendering the pain and the wounds that keep them recluse, or keep them alone, or keep them not introverted, because that's like more innate, but like, you know, when you are operating in a defense mechanism, so you pull away from people, isolation. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's this elevation of either the children or the students or the group that you're serving. You are creating safety and stability at all costs. So this hits you on a deeper level too. This feels like you got some of the same wounds. But you're assisting people or a person to move from isolation in a way that's imbalanced and not healthy to a surrendering of that pain and allowing them to be effing seen, peacock energy. But then it's like in the seen energy, in that witness, maybe you're providing that witness. The Hermit energy is empowering them to become the spirit guide of their transition. That snake sheds skin. So this Page of Pentacles is also going through, or has gone through, a shedding of the skin. And that's essentially empowered them to be this like integrated Hermit card, the guide, the wise journey, the introspective. That's Pisces energy, that's Virgo energy. So this also has to do with the nodes. For some of you, you're actually assisting people in like aligning with their fucking purpose. Go off, Pisces. I love that. Ooh, I love that. One more on that one and then we'll wrap it. Purpose. 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Purpose. 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Finding the rainbow and making a decision after a long journey. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Technically, he's holding the Ace. So it's like allowing people, you might be teaching people, like, as you move through your journey, what you surrender actually becomes your gift. And that is Chiron, baby. That is Chiron being like, okay, I've come to the end of the road with these 9 wands. But what is he holding? The ace, because he's about to start all over again. This is an energy of like, this is how I moved, and I'm offering that blueprint to you. You can do it too. Fool at the bottom for real. 6 of Wands. You guys, some of you are like really helping people feel better about themselves, feel victorious, feel seen. But it's like also in you doing this, you are the 6 of Wands. You are this like, it's kind of giving local hero, you know, like advocacy work in your community, advocacy work in your place of business, in your, like where it is that you work, you know. This is very, very, very beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. Smash that love button, babe. Oh, Pisces, I love to see it. Pisces, next week we got a no-cost Reiki healing circle. It's to assist everyone in grounding during these retrograde energies. Shout out to everybody on the High Priestess Healing Tarot Patreon participating in the 21-day grounding group challenge. I'm so proud of everybody. Be on the lookout. I have some new stuff about to drop. I just am too superstitious to drop new stuff in the retrograde, but it's coming. Get ready. Buckle up, Pisces. Smash that love button. Kiss your heart. Get ready for this new chapter, this like elevated group, this elevated purpose, this elevated mission. The divine like loves when we do stuff like this. But again, you're being used as a vessel energy here. And if you've become aware of that, just know this is beautiful. You're listening. Kiss your brain, kiss your heart. Spirit loves this. All right, Pisces, hold my hands. Take a gentle inhale through your nose. And a soft release out through the mouth. Resting at the bottom. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. And drop it in the comments, Pisces. I am the High Priestess. Yes, you are, babe. I'll see you later.